It's with Professor Seki now.
Thank you, Chira. And thank you, Sylvian, Sebastian, and other organizers. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to focus on 4 points in my presentation. Firstly, a common and basic understanding on IT and big data, Industry 4.0. Secondly, competition between standardization and de facto standard groups. Thirdly, competition among end product makers, parts makers, IT service companies, on competition on data usage. Fourthly, policy challenges. Recently, big data, IoT, and Industry 4.0 are really famous, but really buzzword. People understand them so differently that their discussion doesn't meet well. In addition, there are many misunderstandings on IoT and Industry 4.0. The concept of Industry 4.0 is so big that someone may focus on data created in manufacturing processes, and others may focus on standardization. People may see Industry 4.0 differently depending on their position, such as an end product makers or parts makers. Just Julius Caesar said in ancient Roman Empire, people just see what they want to see. IoT just means things are connected to the network. But what does IoT realize? As well, many people see Industry 4.0 as just cyber physical system, but the real purpose is to realize scalability and open-close strategy all over the world. Also, be aware of the conflict between one group to seek standardization and openness, and the other group to seek de facto strategy and vendor locking. IoT evolves into micro and micro directions. This is product level, Internet of Products, parts level, Internet of Parts in Products, and business process level, Internet of Business Processes. IoT will evolve into aggregation of equipment parts and parts plus network, so-called networked business process in macro direction. Smart business processes are the direction toward Industry 4.0. As Professor Tanaka said, at the early stage, things are connected and added value by network. This evolution occurred from goods to services in Japan. Some people like Ferrari or Lamborghini, they find the car's own value. But most people use cars as a means of transportation. Network can provide more value to customers. Our business process is composed of devices and machines managed by human workers. Connected devices will be gradually installed in all business processes, not only manufacturing ones. Product makers may contribute to user companies' efficiency by using the data generated through each apparatus and equipment. Mechanical parts, hardware, and control parts, software, will be separated. As a result, maintenance management, and even improvement of products and service will be operated by data analysis through network. Modularization of each business process and standardization of interfaces between modules will enable quick start of business operation in new emerging countries. Companies can use package services consist of plug and play, plug and produce, and remote control from the home country. All industries will be sliced horizontally into digitalized and connected business process modules and changed to something like PCs or semiconductor industry. Standardization and interoperability among apparatus and equipment used in a business process will make more competition among makers of such products. This change will occur to not only manufacturing, but also agriculture, retailing, distribution, medical treatment, financing, and other service industries. This trend is caused by the change from implicit knowledge to explicit one in bottom of workplace and may facilitate factory expansion and outsourcing in emerging market without disclosing their competitiveness core. This may change existing management system and organization structure dramatically. Under networked business process environment, the holder or user of the big data will play a critical role. End product makers like Toyota and BMW want to keep the data generated in their factory and related trading partners. Parts makers such as GE and Bosch will want to collect data through their products deployed in users' area. ICT companies like Google and Amazon also want to use such data via their cloud services. They will compete severely with each other on the data usage initiative. Page shows the structure of manufacturing system layers. Among lower two layers, there is no communication standard yet. Siemens, Beckhoff, and Rockwell are global giants in this market. Policymakers have to make their efforts to establish smoothly connected world in these systems. But how can they do? Last page shows policy challenges to realize such structural change through IoT. Governments are required to make environmental improvement to promote such structural changes. For example, rule making of how to use data, such as guidelines, code of conduct, model contract, and so on. Also, legislation on personal data protection and industrial spy activities, countermeasures like protection of company secret. We also have to focus on how to ensure cybersecurity and safe working environment among machines controlled by computers and robots. We have to put priority on network deployment for IoT, such as frequency and device ID allocation, communication mode and protocol, power saving, and the like. To make company leaders, CEOs better understanding, governments have to visualize IoT's merits quantitatively and qualitatively. To accomplish the entire optimum, policymakers have to encourage standardization and coordination among interested groups. Also, CEOs have to review existing office organization and authority distribution system. Governments have to support workers' retraining and continuous learning to prevent a mismatch of labor. Anyway, we still have many hurdles for IoT pervasion to every business process. Thank you for your attention.